Hey everyone, Pastor Dressler here, and it's time for another edition of Up Close and Personal. Lots of new things today, especially with the announcement of the new health restrictions. So we'll talk about some of the events coming up as well as those new restrictions and how those will look at our school. On the screen here, you got a picture of our kindergarten class every year. They first couple days of school, they go around the school looking for gingerbread men that they had baked earlier. And for some reason, every year when this class puts their gingerbread men in the oven, then they go out for recess and they come back to get them, and the gingerbread men are gone. They're gone. And then they go on a little tour of the school, checking out each classroom. And in each classroom, there's a clue taking them to the next room and the next room. And in doing so, they get to tour the whole school. And the last place they end up is my office. And that's what this picture is. These kids looking for the gingerbread man or a clue. And for some reason, there's no clue or gingerbread man in the principal's office. And of course, the assumption is that the principal ate them. And what can you do, eh? What can you do? But it was good to have them visit my office. We got a great kindergarten class this year. Okay, some things that are coming up. School picture day on the 23rd. So obviously, dress the kids nice for that day and brush their hair a little more and make sure they're all cleaned up and ready for those pictures. Also, the next day is Jersey Day. So we encourage the kids to wear a jersey of some sort, hockey, football, preferably a Saskatchewan Roughrider jersey is ideal if they want to get good marks in school. They up to them. If they don't have a jersey or a team they support, they can wear their school T-shirt as well. That works perfectly as well. Just a kind of a fun day. We rib each other about our various teams on that day. Also, a reminder that our school SML clothing store that's online, it'll be finishing up this Sunday. So you want to make sure you get those done. And then in about 2 weeks, once the store is closed, in about 2 weeks, they'll be delivered to the school and we will distribute them. So we've got hoodies, we've got regular T-shirts, we got the athletic shirts, the shorts. I know shorts are a big item because a lot of parents have a hard time finding shorts that aren't too short, So we offer those for you for both for athletics, but also for gym class as well. All right. You probably heard we sent an email home that on the 30th, we will be doing what all the other schools as well in the area are doing and taking that day off for the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. And we'll be making that day up just before the May long weekend. There's kind of an extra day in there that we made use of. We're following Parkland School Division schedule in this case, just so that, we're in alignment with the busing and that sort of thing. So there will be no school on September 30th. Okay, a lot of you are probably wondering about the latest COVID update and the restrictions within the province. These that came out just the other night, they do affect schools, so we want to go over those quickly, and we will be receiving more information. We had a online meeting with Alberta Ed today and received a little more detailed information, but the ministerial order that makes this all official, that'll be coming out in a day or so, and it'll have more details for us. But we can tell you that masking is back, not for all the students, just the older ones in our school from grades 4 to 9, across the province from grades 4 to 12. Masking is required. Very similar to what we had last year, wherein when they're walking around in the hallways, walking in the classroom, working on group projects where they're close to others, in those cases, they need to wear their masks. If they're just sitting in their desk and doing work, which, let's be honest, that's a good chunk of the day, they do not need to wear their masks. Alberta Ed has consciously tried to make these rules be as close to what they were last year. and so that we're not, kind of reteaching new routines and rules and that sort of thing. So masking, much like it was last year. And again, this is meant to be temporary, so hopefully it won't be on for too long. Also, cohorting. Now, this is something that's a little bit new, and there's a little more freedom than there was last year. We aren't required to do cohorting between our older students because a lot of them are vaccinated. But with the kindergarten to grade 6 students, we'll be just keeping them more in their cohort, in their class. We won't be mixing up classes, that sort of thing. And with the elementary, that's pretty easy to do because there isn't a lot of mixing that goes on normally. Occasionally, we would combine classes for a fun activity, but we'll hold those until a later date. And then the last thing which we are happy about is we are allowed things like field trips, extracurricular activities, sporting events, that sort of thing. So there are certain precautions that need to be taken during those, like masking on buses, that sort of stuff. But we are glad that we are able to continue to do some of these things that make school more enjoyable and fun, and allow the kids to show their gifts and their talents in other ways. So we're glad we are able to do that. So it is a step backwards in many ways, and these restrictions, but not as far backwards as it was last year. We do have a little bit more freedom than we did before. So we're glad of that, and we'll make the adjustments as we go. And once the official ministerial order is out, we'll have a look at it, see if we need to tweak anything else based on that. Okay, well, that's it. It's the gingerbread men. By the way, they did show up eventually. Turns out the principal didn't eat them all. When the kindergarten class made their way back to their own classroom, the gingerbread men were there waiting for them, and they ate them. So it was a happy ending for everyone except maybe the gingerbread men. All right, everyone, take care, stay safe. God bless you.